Hey guys, Corey here with Ferris Fitness. First of all, I want to thank you guys all for subscribing to my channel. I'm out here to give you guys some tips, tricks, workouts, and exercises to make your fitness journey a success. So that being said, let's go ahead and look at the kettlebell swing. We're going to start off with what not to do, and I want to see if you guys can catch it. All right, I don't know if you guys caught it, but what I'm doing is I'm squatting at the bottom in that, which is going to be incorrect. The kettlebell swing is a hinge pattern, so hinging at the hips. So the hips slide back, slide forward. Let's go ahead and look at that. I like to start doing this with my hands first. All right, so with that we see the hips slide back and we see them slide forward. Or like this. All right, so let's go ahead and set us up for an actual kettlebell swing. We've done it with our hands. Let's go ahead and do it with the kettlebell. The setup on this is the kettlebell is going to be roughly 6 inches away from the toes, and it's going to be centered. All right, so from here, we reach down, grab the kettlebell. I like to pull mine back slightly like this, and pull it between my legs, and we're off. All right, so let's talk about this. So again, we've already discovered that this is a hinge pattern. Now there's a couple things we want to do while we're performing this. So when the hips are back, we're trying to tighten the stomach. It's called bracing. And at the top, we want to squeeze the glutes. So brace, squeeze the glutes. Brace, squeeze the glutes. Another good point to talk about that a kettlebell swing should be pretty fluid. If I were to put this onto a metronome or a click track or any form of taking time, we should be on a rhythm. If you're not, there's probably a couple things happening. One, like pausing too long at the bottom and then trying to explode out of it, or pausing too long at the top. And if we're pausing up here and you're feeling it in your shoulders, there's a good indication that you're not using your hips, and then you're holding at the top. Again, this is on like a pendulum, right? We're swinging. That's why it's called a kettlebell swing. So let's talk about another issue I see with kettlebell swings all the time. It's going to be the actually placement of the kettlebell between my legs. So we're trying to drop right around here, right where the knees are. This is going to be the safest form. Reason being is if we are dropping the kettlebell down here, I'm not quite sure if you can see the issue here, but you see how high my hips are, and my shoulders are pretty level to my hips. So I'm going to be dropping right here. What this is going to do is it's going to cause the fulcrum or the load bearing to be in my lower back. And that's exercise 101. We do not want to hurt our lower back. So we're trying to do everything we can to avoid that. So by placing the kettlebell here, now we see the hips are below the shoulders as opposed to dropping here. Now, again, those are pretty dang level, so the risk increases there on hurting the lower back. So that's exercise. That is a kettlebell swing 101 here. A little bit about it. So if you guys have any questions, please don't be afraid to drop them in the comments. If you like what you heard, if you want to learn more, please like and subscribe. And I'll keep doing videos like this. Thank you guys.